Why, hello there, whale fans. We have a very special treat for you today.
We're eating both the Cheesy Gordita Crunch and the Double Cheesy Gordita Crunch from Taco Bell. One is the original we all know and love. The other might just be a gimmick.
Which one is better? We will find out and we will tell you. We will tell you the truth. We will speak truth to power. To Taco Bell?
Deep State. To do the unwrapping.
Sure.
So this is the Cheesy Gordita Crunch.
Have a look-see. Is this something you might be interested in eating?
It's a ground beef taco, and then it's wrapped in a soft shell. Almost looks like naan or something. And between the hard shell and the soft shell is cheese.
It's a very adventurous concoction.
Yeah.
To mix both soft and crunchy,
Mm-hmm.
it's bold, it's brazen. It's never been done before.
Then we have the Double Cheesy Gordita Crunch.
Wow, look at this beast. This is everything the Cheesy Gordita Crunch is and double.
It's quite a bit heavier. So we were told by an insider, someone in the know, that the only real difference is that there's ground beef in between the shells as well. So I guess it's got double the beef because there's ground beef, where in the Cheesy Gordita Crunch, it's only cheese. The Cheesy Gordita Crunch is 500 calories, $3.19. The Double Cheesy Gordita Crunch is 570 calories, so an extra 70 calories for an extra 50 cents. You might be wondering to yourself, is the 50-cent upcharge worth it? Not based on calories alone, but maybe based
On taste,
on taste,
on satisfaction,
enjoyment.
on love.
Yeah.
Yo quiero Taco Bell? Time to eat!
Hey.
What are you going to start with, Whale Dude?
I want to eat them each at the same time. Well, I mean, I'm going to take one bite of one and then one bite of another. That way I don't have the being full bites.
Seems like a fair-minded approach. I dig it.
So I'll maybe start with the Cheesy Gordita Crunch, the original.
Classic. Hey, cheers, bud. It's a nice fusion of flavors.
Like, that reminds me of, like, the school lunch taco. But it's got an extra shell and cheese in between the two.
It's like if the school taco played dress-up.
And now the Double Cheesy Gordita Crunch.
Oh, wow. It's exciting.
Extra beefy. Felt saucier. I don't know if I just happened to have an extra saucy bite. How was your bite? Was your bite saucier?
A little bit. It almost feels like you take a taco, the classic cheesy gordita crunch, and you dip it in chili.
Right.
But it's not spilling all over the place because it's conveniently inside the soft shell. I really appreciate how it has both a soft shell and a hard shell. It's good for indecisive people.
And it's an interesting soft shell, right? It's not it's like a thicker tortilla than you would
The
expect.
texture is very different. Less floppy. Look at this. A regular tortilla would flop right over. This stands on its own tail.
I find that I do seem to be preferring the Double Cheesy Gordita Crunch. So far, I'm 2 bites in. Yeah, the Cheesy Gordita Crunch, it feels a little dry. Cheesy Gordita Crunch, Double Cheesy Gordita Crunch. The Cheesy Gordita Crunch is prettier. It's just like the proportions just seem right. Like this guy looks a little bottom heavy. It's like a little out of shape.
You're saying the classic one is
Yeah,
more aesthetically pleasing?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But the new one, the new kid on the block is a little more satisfying.
Yeah, he's got he's packing a little extra.
So when
Down in his butt.
a little junk in the trunk.
Juicy.
I used to have pants that said juicy on the ass. Still do.
I was hoping it was gonna be like a Cheesy Gordita Crunch within a Cheesy Gordita Crunch. That was my mindset. That's what I was hoping for. I'm a little disappointed.
For me, I came into this with no expectations. Not anything went on in this pretty little brain of mine. I just thought, hey, We'll do the thingy, we'll get the thingy, we'll put the thingy in the mouth, chew the thingy. Let bygones be bygones. Holy guacamole. Woo! We did it. We consumed both Cheesy Gordita variations, the classic and the new kid on the block. And it's time to review them.
But first,
we must get dressed.
Okay.
All right, it's the moment of truth. This is the point in the video where we let you know what do we think and what do we think you should think. It's time to get down to the nitty gritty.
Down and dirty.
So put your outfits on. Now let's review.
Yeah, but if you're not wearing a clip-on, you might want to.
What did I think about the Cheesy Gordita Crunch? Do I have thoughts? Will I share them? Stay tuned to find out.
We're going to give our scores out first, both of us. That way we're unbiased by each other's scores.
That's right. I don't want to be influenced by his thoughts. He doesn't want to be influenced by mine.
So first up, the Cheesy Gordita Crunch.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
It's time for the big reveal. 3, 2, 1. I enjoyed it slightly more, but we both think it was middle of the road, I guess.
Okay, and the double Cheesy Gordita Crunch.
Hold on to your hot pants, sir. It's time to reveal. .5 on my end.
6.5, just a little bit better. So we did like the double better.
We certainly did. So I guess that's our recommendation as well.
Yes.
Get yourself a double.
Seems like it's worth it.
I think that people deserve to know how I came to this score.
Right.
And why.
And Taco Bell, the man behind the curtain.
The Cheesy Gordita Crunch. It was okay. It was decent. It went down fine. It didn't regurgitate it back out. It was a little bit dry. Did it live up to its name? Yes and no. It was crunchy, but it also had a soft shell. It was cheesy, but it wasn't corny. And it seemed to lack that pizzazz that puts a little pep in my step, that makes me dance around town, a little glow in the skin. It was just okay. Got the job done. Nothing less, nothing more. That's why I gave it a 5.4.
Very reasonable.
Thank you, sir.
The Cheesy Gordita Crunch, going into this thing, I thought the Cheesy Gordita Crunch was going to win. I thought it's a classic. There's a reason that they set on those ratios so many years ago. But re-experiencing the Cheesy Gordita Crunch, I was left disappointed with what it's become. I remember it being cheesier. I remember it being crunchier, more filling. I feel like Taco Bell has yet again changed the recipe. So, to me, it was a run-of-the-mill kind of cheap taco with, a gimmicky soft shell on the outside. I think it's a $2 taco, to be frank. So, $3.19 is quite the upcharge, in my view. But I did enjoy it. It was still good. A 5.2 and then a 5.4.
Let's crunch the numbers. That's an average of
5.3.
Okay. That's
very reasonable.
Just a tad above average.
So what sea creature are we thinking?
Well, it's not a heavyweight.
Not a heavyweight.
It's not a whale.
It is pretty. Like, it's got good dimensions, good proportions.
Great proportions, but not like mermaid proportions.
No.
No, not even close.
Yeah.
Believe you me. All right, sea creature. That's good, but not great.
You think what I'm thinking?
I just might be. A seahorse. A seahorse.
It's pretty. It's not a heavyweight.
You don't hate it.
It's nice.
It's nice to look at.
Definitely above average.
I mean, do you want to put a saddle on and ride it? I don't know. That's up to you. So, as you know, I gave the double Cheesy Gordita Crunch a 6.5, which is a pretty decent score. And a much superior score to the classic. Now, why did it get a higher score, you might ask? You might be thinking to yourself, Jasper, isn't that 50 cents more that item? 50 cents, that's a lot of money in this economy. Well, yes, it is more expensive, but it's also a lot more satisfying. It's got more meat. The whole experience seems wetter. It goes down better because it's less dry. It goes right down the esophagus.
Ooh.
You don't choke on it like a 10-day-old saltine. You put it down, and you feel great. I enjoyed it, and I'd recommend it. It's not, it's not the Central Panda. It's not, a platter of lobster, but it's good. And hopefully, I hope that sticks around. I hope it's not a limited time item. I hope it replaces the original.
Yeah, just go with that. Make the double the new regular.
There's no reason to have both. One is obviously better. If
Yeah.
there were two twin brothers, one was more athletic, smarter, wittier, more handsome, would you really need the other twin brother? No. You lock them away. That's what I recommend you do, Taco Bell. That's all I got to say about that.
Okay.
How about yourself, my friend?
The double cheesy gordita crunch. I too gave it a higher score than the normal, so definitely worth it. 50 cents, worth it. It was a wetter experience, which I enjoyed.
Well, boys like it wet.
Well, boys like it wet. And yeah, I thought it was worth it. But this goes to say, or maybe there's a trend here. Maybe the promotional items at Taco Bell, they try a little harder. They're trying to get you in the door. Maybe those are the ones that are worth getting. And that's that.
Out with the old, in with the new.
Yep.
Let's give it an animal.
Okay, 6.25. That's pretty solid. That's quite a bit above average. It was much better.
Oh, for sure.
Okay,
So what animal would represent a 6.25?
well, it'd have to be like a heavyweight. 'Cause that was a hefty taco.
Yes, very hefty. But not like a walrus or a whale. Not that heavy.
Not quite there.
Not that wonderful. Then maybe with a roar.
Ooh.
But not a roar that's too mighty.
Mm-hmm.
Not the king of the jungle.
Or maybe sea lion.
Sea lion. Yeah, sea lion sounds about right.
Well, there you have it, boys and girls. The double cheesy gordita crunch is definitely worth your extra 50 cents.
We've said all there is to be said about these items, and thank you, whale watchers, for watching us review these items.
We'll be watching you.
Sleep with one eye open.